Here's a couple of books. You've seen me go through these. The Action Cartooning by Ben Caldwell and Creating Characters with Personality by Tom Bancroft. Let's see if we can create a character and animate an action really fast using inspiration from these two guys. And this guy has action in the title, so he's got action type characters in here. There's a guy with big calves. I was looking to see if he had one that was more sleek and streamlined. So there's a lot of different designs for heads and bodies there. There's one where it looks almost normal proportions, but you could exaggerate it and make the legs shorter, skinnier. Putting the entire thing together, throwing punches, action stuff. Lots of different ways to go here. Stick figures, which we've gone over that before. And then the Bancroft book. We've been through this book also. And he likes to draw a red pencil and then go over it in black. Sometimes blue pencil and go over it in black. Basic shapes, straights, curves. I had in mind a character that was more not too big on top and then short legs. So as you can see, there's lots of inspiration to be gotten from these two books. And I was thinking of this type where there's a guy standing. Let's say that's his head there. See how I draw through his head? I don't let the head stop me from putting a line through, and then draw a line in the back. There's a line bisecting there. So you just rough in everything. One thing I like to tell my layout guys and animators is if the pose doesn't look quite right, get up and do the pose yourself to make it work so you understand what's going on in the pose. And these are all just rough construction lines. There's nothing permanent here. His ears be back here. So this is his construction. You make little corrections as you go. And then you can start putting in more detail construction stuff. So that would be drawing 1. And turn out that light, turn out that light. Now we can see a little bit better here. And his thing is going to be that he's going to put his head down for an anticipation. And he's also going to sink his body down a little bit too. So his whole body will come down like this. And his head is going to duck down. And his arms are going to go up like that. And when he sinks his body down, his legs have to go somewhere. So there's our antic, and let's get a darker pencil to go over this. There's the ebony pencil. He's going to close his eyes. And just to see, we can turn on our top light again. Turn out the bottom light. So his anatomy would stretch back like that. And this arm is back. And then when we flip the drawings, this would be drawing, this could be 5. We flip the drawings, we see the movement. He's up, he sinks down, arms go up. And that's our anticipation drawing. Maybe I want to make his head a little bit larger here. Put your guidelines in. But leave it rough like this so that you can go back and make whatever adjustments and corrections you want to make. And after he does that, my tape's coming apart here. After he does that, then he's going to go back up to where he was and beyond it. And his head's going to go back a little bit like this. All right, kitty. And the bulk of his body has gone back also. His arms are going to come down. He's going to lift up a little bit. feet are going to stay in that same spot. His arms are going to come down. They're going to swing around like this and like that. There's it. Maybe his arms are up because he's trying to block something that's coming right at him. And then you can start putting in some of the details like this. Turn out the light so you can see what you're doing. His little nose up like that. And then his mouth is going to be open because he's kind of in shock. Like, what are you trying to do? So there's one way that you could do a superhero kind of guy being a little bit defensive. And when you flip your drawings, here's 1, 5, and then depending on how fast he's going, two, three. 1, 2, 3. And then if you're doing the assistant work, you follow those arcs. If someone else is doing the assistant work and in betweening, you draw out the arcs so they know exactly where to move those hands. So if you don't do that, when you get the in-betweening back, you may have some guy that just goes from here to here in a straight line like this, and from there to here in a straight line like this, taking all the drama out of your work. So make sure you draw an arc. And in the old days, I've seen some old animation drawings where the animator actually wrote, follow arc, follow arc. And then your number here might be 5. This might be 9. So this would be your first pass of posing out the shot, which I want to show like some superhero show that does character layout. These would be character layout drawings that would then be sent overseas to an animator to actually animate. So there's a quick animation lesson, superhero anticipation and move. And sometimes you're right on here. And to pose so they know what's going on. So give it a try for yourself and keep drawing and keep animating.